Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. Anyway, let me try to boot this one more time. Not looking very good. Enemy Warlock says, I think I remember long queue times with 2020 as well. I had to wait till the next day to even play it once. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Why? Right? Yeah, so it looks like we're doing Call of Duty today. Casanova just posted up. We are aware of reports aircraft are missing from my library and aircraft select streams. The issue is related to the server issues. All right. Let me ask. I gotta present something. Okay, gotta present something as matter of fact and fair as I can. All right. If you are a game developer, correct? You're a game developer. Think, put yourself into the shoes. You work for a game company. You're developing a game. Is it not your job and your priority that when you have a game that you get people excited for, right? For years, it's going to be a great game and everything, that you make sure that when the game releases, you can actually play the game? Is that not the biggest priority? Like, for example, in any product, when you open a restaurant, isn't it not the most important priority the day you open the restaurant that people can come inside, sit down, and eat a meal? When you own a car dealership, is it not your biggest priority to make sure that when someone purchases a car, then they can get in the car, start the car, and drive the car off the lot and use it? Immediately once they buy it, that should be the priority, correct? Why is it that with video games, imagine movies, you buy a movie ticket, you go to the theater, you sit down in the theater, and then all of a sudden they say, sorry, the movie doesn't work, come back later. No, I'm here now. I paid for my ticket now. I want the movie, goddammit. If you don't give it to me, I'm going to go to the food court. I'm going to take one of those foot-long hot dogs, and I'm going to shove it right up. Excuse me. I got a little worked up. But you know what I'm saying? Like any other business, the whole priority is that you pay and you get what you paid for. Why is it that with video games particularly, okay, you buy the game and then you don't get what you pay for, and we all just accept it as a part of the cycle, right? I don't understand this. Any other medium, any other product you buy, it's like, okay, I get what I paid for when I paid for it. That's the deal. I give you monetary compensation. You provide me with a good or service. That's you shake hands. That's it. It's what we're doing, right? But video games, it's like, I provide you money. You then randomly gamble on if you're getting something for it. I mean, eventually, maybe like a few days, a week, a month, 6 months down the line, you'll actually get what you were promised at the time of the original transaction. But why the hell is it that most video games these days have these issues? Microsoft Flight Simulator, okay, is a game that the vast majority of people who play will not ever use a multiplayer component in any way, shape, or form. People just want to learn how to fly a plane and fly it around the simulated world and enjoy. That's it. Now, I understand with Flight Simulator, there are components to a live server because what they do is they actually will simulate how the world is, like the weather and is it a night and day cycle? Now, you can change that. It doesn't have to be live, but they have that live component where basically it's trying to simulate what's really happening on the globe right now. And I think a lot of people enjoy that component of it, correct? But if it's launch day and you know that it's not going to work, Why not disable that feature for launch day and explain to everyone, hey, everyone, just so you know, we anticipate we're going to have a lot of people who are going to be playing our game on launch day. Therefore, the live components, such as the live weather, this and that, we're going to disable them. We want to give people a chance to jump in and play the game in more of the offline capacity first, and so that everyone can get a feel for it. And then maybe within like a few days, maybe 3-4 days, when the player base is calming down a bit, then we're going to enable the live server capability so that we'll have that in sync. But for the most part, it makes sense. We're going to disable it first. We know there's going to be a lot of people playing at launch. That's why we're going to do it. I mean, does it take that much of a thought process? Do you have to be like a fucking rocket scientist to figure that out? Do you have to be like a PhD in fucking crazy levels of science? Or do you have to be a giant world-thinking philosopher to figure out that on launch day, people want to play your fucking game because they fucking paid for it and they deserve to play the game they bought? You fucking incompetent, mouth-drooling jackasses. How the fuck can you not figure this out, that on release day of a game, if you buy it, you should be able to play it? It's not a big, complicated issue. It's a simple fix, but these fucking game developers are morons. How they fucking can't figure this out, I don't get, and I've had enough of it. In 2024, I've had enough. It's time to call a moron a moron. This is a game where you fly around the globe in a plane. This is not Call of Duty where you have to shoot people in a multiplayer setting. It should work right now. Like this very fucking moment, I should be flying in a plane, not sitting in a stupid goddamn queue because these incompetent fucking nerds don't know how to make a video game. Oh. And the thing is, it's not that they don't have a track record of this happening. They don't. It's not like, oh, this is the first time. This has happened with every sim game. Sim City, this happened where they tried to launch and they had the live component on launch day and it didn't work and the game flopped. We have had failure after failure after failure after failure, and no one learns. There's a difference between book smart and street smart. These people are book smart. They're good at coding. But when it comes to modern life, when it comes to common sense, when it comes to the consumer satisfaction, they don't have a fucking clue. How the hell they didn't figure out that this game wasn't going to work on launch day because there's a worldwide sim component of syncing with Earth and everyone's going to want to play it once. I mean, duh, duh, duh. I'm 42 years old. My patience is wearing very thin with this shit. And to be quite frank, I'm happy it's on Game Pass, because if I had paid $70 plus tax for this, and this is what I got on launch day, I probably would have tried to refund it. I mean, this is stupid. This is dumbest level of intelligence. How the fuck do you not know that this was going to happen on launch day? The only thing I can think of is the people who are in charge of these projects don't care. In their mind, they're like, you know what? We're going to get everyone's money, so we don't give a shit if it works or not at launch. We just don't care, right? We're going to make our money regardless. And we know that in a few days, people will get frustrated of trying to play it and just back out and not play it. And then enough people will be able to trickle in and play it slowly, and then everything will be fine. Yo, forget the fact that the initial customer experience is absolutely atrociously awful. But I think as an industry, we need to stop actually giving these people a pass. In 2024, and now it's about to be 2025 very shortly, we have to stop saying, oh, it's a video game, don't expect it to work at launch. No, it should be, oh, it's a video game, it works at launch, and if it doesn't, we refund it, and we don't ever spend our money again on that. And then they go out of business because they're incompetent. And then actual competent companies will step up and make games. Get it? You want to know the saddest part? Microsoft Flight Simulator is the big Microsoft exclusive of the year. It is. There's been no other major Microsoft exclusives. They pretended like that Senua's whatever it was, Senua's Sacrifice 2, whatever it was, that was going to be a big one. That one flopped huge. That game was terrible and no one liked it. The first one was much better. Okay, this was their big exclusive of the year, and it doesn't even work. But that's okay. Remember, this is an Xbox. My laptop is an Xbox. Yeah, too bad I can't play your fucking games on it, because they don't work. All right. Anyway, I vented and said my piece, but sadly, at this point, I think I'm going to give up. It does not look like Flight Simulator is going to work today. So at this point, I think we're just going to call the audible, right? I mean, the podcast ends in 20 minutes, right? So I think that at this point, we should just say, forget it. It ain't going to work. Close it down. Shut it down. And I guess today we're doing Call of Duty, which sucks. You know, I had all this planned. And now that means that the whole week is thrown off because now I don't know when I can even play it, right? I don't even know if it's going to be Thursday or later. You know, I don't know. Because again, remember also, you know, with Stalker 2, people might want to see that. So now I don't know what to do, you know? And it's incredibly frustrating that this is what they're pulling here. So I guess we'll have to try to figure it out. By the way, for those who don't know, Call of Duty has a giant update today. It's 5 gigs. Pretty big update patch. And I'm actually applying it right now. So if you're interested in playing Call of Duty today, you're going to want to do that. Okay. All right. Big Boss has done a $2 super chat. Honey baked ham or traditional turkey, what is best? Depends. For Thanksgiving, I always have turkey. I like ham. And I would like a ham, like maybe for Christmas or something. But I always have turkey on Thanksgiving. The thing is, I'm not even a big turkey guy. But I think it's just a tradition. You know what I'm saying? Okay. A Year and a Day says, I'm on the Series S. I've been stuck on a loading languages at 0% for 2 hours. I don't think the game is working for anyone. I just don't think the game is working for a single person. Mozzie just did the $2 super chat. Says, thanks for that update on Call of Duty. I didn't know. Yeah, get your updates loaded now. It's a big one. I'm doing it right now so that we can play right after the podcast. So I'm going to have to announce it. Shall I just do it now? I'll do it now live. Well, everyone, FYI, Microsoft Flight Simulator is broken and not working for anyone on launch day. Therefore, I'll be playing COD Black Ops 6 MP for this stream instead. Sorry for the required, which it sucks, but this is game development in 2024, apparently. Okay. So there you go. I made the announcement both on Twitter and I posted on the community post here, so now people will know. All right. So, guys, thank you for your support. We have a little bit of extra time. If you guys would like to tag me in chat and have a little bit of discussion back and forth, or let's contributions, of course. We want to keep the streak alive. It sucks that now people who would be coming by today to see Flight Sim can't see it. I hate disappointing, but I can't make a game work that doesn't. I hope that you will stick around for Call of Duty. If you were going to stick around for Flight Sim, obviously I don't want to have my stream attendance now completely tank because I can't play the game that was originally intended, which, you know, obviously is not something in my control. So thank you. Let's hang out and have a little bit of a good time here before we jump into Call of Duty. Let's get some support today. Let's see. So super chat wise, we have a few super chats. We have the 5 gifted memberships from earlier, and we had that big tip. We have nothing whatsoever on the kick side. So let's get some subs and gifted subs over there, if possible. And also, how about some more stuff on the YouTube side or some tips or whatever is all appreciated. Let's get some likes. I think we're only at 60 likes on YouTube. We're at 64 likes. Let's get that to 100 likes. We have like 350 viewers. We can definitely do better than that. Come on. Let's get those likes up. All right. So.
I got the drip going. 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 I got the drip going.
It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is, it's dumb kids.